What exactly needs to be on my Manychat page? By the way, if you like videos on how to grow your customer list and build a real brand, then subscribe to my channel as I have a new video each week.
It's the Morning Marketing Machine, here to grow your e-commerce business with proven marketing strategies and tactics, so you can run your business with machine-like precision. My name is Douglas Levin. Let's dive in.
Hi, my name is Douglas Levin, and I built a 20,000 person messenger list ahead of the launch of our first product, which led to 20,000 in monthly sales within our first 3 months of launch. I also have a link to a free cheat sheet below with tips on how to take control of your e-commerce income. Not sure how to get started with Chatbots and Manychat? Hear everyone chat how they've got thousands of subscribers and customers with open rates in the 90% range, and you have no idea what they're doing? But wish you did, because you know you're missing out on sales other brands are getting. Well, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what needs to be on your Manychat page as you're getting going. So let's hop in and take a look. Obviously, you want to make sure that your Facebook page is connected first, or none of this is going to work. So there's a video that I'll have in the description where I talk a little bit about how to set that up. So assuming that you've done that, you want to add your main menu and your welcome message. This is important as it's the first touch point you'll have with your potential customer. So you want to show off your brand immediately. So to start with your welcome message, you're going to go into automation, which is right here. And then you kind of see what welcome message comes up here. And then I've already got something set up. But if you didn't, then you just hit obviously like edit. And then from there, you kind of see it's disabled, but I would enable it so that everyone can see it. And then you just kind of set up some things like obviously I've got some products here. I've got something about us, and I've got like a way for them to contact us. And we'll get into that a little bit more in a little bit here. But pretty simple at that point to set up. But the welcome message and the main menu, I look at them as somewhat similar. They're going to see you at different points with either the welcome message or the main menu. So you want to make sure that they're both set up. In terms of setting up the other part, the main menu, so what you're going to do for that is you're going to go to settings, which is right here. And then from there, you're going to go to Messenger. And I never know where Messenger is, right here. And then you can kind of see right here, there's obviously, you can go to welcome message as well. And then from here, you're going to click on main menu, and then you kind of see what's going to show up. Right now, obviously, there's nothing here, but you would set that up similarly in terms of that. You can kind of go through and you can kind of see if you want to create sub menus, all the other kind of stuff here. This is what it's going to look like whenever the prospect will go on and try and go to your Manychat page. Telling a little bit about your brand also needs to be there. This gets back to your brand and why they should care about you as the attractive character, not a big nameless company. How did you get started? Why in this niche? Add something called About Us that they can end up reading so that they can learn more about you. You saw where I had one set up. I would definitely recommend having something like this in there for you. So the same thing goes for like a frequently asked questions section. Customers will always have questions. They want to know your refund policy. Does the product work? What issues usually come up? And so many other things. If you can provide all of the answers with them just clicking a single button, then it will make them so much easier for them and so much more likely to lead to a sale. And if you're liking any of this, make sure to leave a like below. Next, you want to make sure you have what's called a one-time notification on your page. I won't get into all the details, but in 2020, Facebook changed the rules on how you can communicate with your list. So anytime that you're going to get someone on your list, on your messenger list specifically, I always recommend figuring out a way to include a one-time notification so you can contact your list outside of 24 hours that they've engaged with you for free, so you can talk to them about something else. This means thinking about why you would need to reach out to them. So this is the part of the strategy that you need to figure out for yourself. Potentially, are you going to have a giveaway that's going on next month? Or is next month going to be a holiday promotion? Do you want to notify them when your next amazing product is ready to launch? Start thinking of a reason why you'd want to reach out to them so they'll give you permission to talk to them outside of the 24 hours. So to set up one-time notification, you're going to do it on two separate stages here, in Manychat and in Facebook. So first, in Facebook, you're going to have to go to your page, obviously the one that's connected, and then when you're going to scroll to settings, which is right here. And then from there, you're going to go to an advanced messaging, if I can find where it is, right here. And then you'll scroll down and you'll see one-time notification shows up right here under requested features. Obviously, I've got mine checked, but you'll just click it and then accept the terms. And then within a minute or so, it should show up in Manychat. Before then, it's going to be grayed out. So if we're going to go over to Manychat now, and let's go back to what we had before. Let's say like welcome message, just because we had that one as like the last one we're looking at. So if we go to edit flow, and then from there, let's say we're going to go to contact us, right? And then from there, we want to set up, say, like a one-time notification. So right here, you kind of see it shows up. If you hadn't connected it, then it would show up as grayed. So you couldn't click on it. But now that you can do something, right? So if you click, you would click on it, and now you can kind of see, if you click on the inside here, you can see like this is where the topic would be. So are you going to promote your, are you going to have them opt in for your next promotion or your product launch or whatever it is, right? This is where you're going to put what that topic is. So what this does is basically letting Manychat and Facebook know that, all right, customer X has said they want to be notified when you are talking about Y, right? So Y is your new product that's coming out or the next promotion, whatever it is. So there's no issues here. Like everyone knows that you're going to be reaching out to them because, hey, our new product is ready to go. You had asked to reach out for us to reach out to you, right? So there's no issues. What they don't like is if you're just spamming them. So like, all right, well, I did say I was going to talk to you about our next promotion, but honestly, no, I just want to talk about this, right? That's not going to go well. That is not what they want. So they want you to reach out for exactly the reason that you had them opt in. So what I'll always recommend is that the next time you're going to reach out to them, so let's say you're going to do a one-time notification about your product launch. Then when you're putting that product launch together, you're going to think of, well, what can I reach out to them for next time? So then I'm going to put another one-time notification in that one, right? So you always want to just think about that. And then obviously here you've got also describe the topic. So you're going to put in some words so that they're going to understand what it is that they're opting in for. Next, you want to make sure that you give them links to some of your products. Assuming that they like your brand, wouldn't you want to give them a chance to buy your product? So if you're pushing them to Shopify, it's super easy. Just tell them a little bit about your product and follow up with a link to Shopify, hopefully your product page. I'd also recommend adding an action so you know when they went through to your website so you can retarget them and follow up depending on if they bought from you or not. So in order to show that part, you can kind of see like, all right, let's get rid of here what we had before. We don't need that here. So we're going to get rid of that. And if you were to add that action, then you would click on in the flow. Let's say you were going to, here I've got our best product, right? And if I was to have a link that would say, all right, go over there. After they click the link, you can set up an action. So I'm clicking that plus sign, going to action. And then I would just hit action, and then you can set up the tag, add tag, and then whatever it is at that point. And that's all you really got to do at that point. And now whenever they click that button, so obviously I just have it as contact us right now, but if it was your product, then they would click through, go to your website, and then it would show up as a tag as well. If you're selling in Manychat, then you want to make sure that you connected Stripe or PayPal. So to set that part up, what you're going to do is go to settings. It's right here. And then from there, you're going to go to integrations. Actually, sorry, it's payments. So it's payments. And then you kind of see that you've got Connect Stripe as an option, and you've got Connect PayPal as an option. I usually just recommend whatever you're using for Shopify. It's the easiest thing to do is just like, well, okay, I'm using Stripe for Shopify, so let me use Stripe for ManyChat as well. Just makes it a lot simpler. So if you're using PayPal, then use PayPal. So I would say use that. Obviously, there's reasons you would specifically want to use one or the or over the other. That's not really what this video is about. But this is where you would connect one. Obviously, I also understand you can only use one with ManyChat. So if you're going to use Stripe, you can't use PayPal, and vice versa. I saved the most important part for last. Give them a way to contact you and get immediate answers from you on potential issues that will come up. This can be automated and set up quickly so a virtual assistant can be notified immediately and respond. Or if you're new and don't have the money for a VA, they can notify you and you can respond immediately so you can give amazing customer service. And it's really easy to set up too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to a flow, right? We were talking about the welcome message, so let's just use that again. and go back in here. And I'm waiting for it to go. All right, so let's say that this was the message, right? We're going to say contact us, right? So we've got, all right, we have that as an option in our welcome message or anywhere else, right? And they're going to click on contact us. And then from there, we're going to say have this, right? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy this message. And I'm going to go to user input, which is right here. And I'm going to put it in the user input section. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of this one. So I'm hitting X and getting rid of it. So now what's happening is that the person who is going to ask this question is going to be able to type whatever the question is. So he sees like the free keyboard input. This means they're going to type. That's what user input is. And then from there, it's not going to do anything until they finish typing and hit enter, right? So then once they do, then on that reply, you want to have something set up so you're going to get notified. So that's where you see action on reply. So from there, you're going to click on that and then drag it, and then you'll see action shows up as the option. So there you click on action, and you're going to scroll down until you see notify admin, which shows up right here. And then from there, you would just click on it, and then you'll also see like it will hopefully only say email option. That's always changing, but you want to set up the email option, and for whoever it is that is going to get notified. So then it's going to immediately notify them, hey, so-and-so had a question, and then you're going to be able to look back in Manychat and then reach out to them. The second part of this is that you're going to go here in next step. You kind of see that shows up here, and you're going to drag that as well. And you're going to release that and hit send message, because just because it notified you, it doesn't mean that the person asking the question knows about that. So I'll set this as other for the selected type. I usually like to have some type of delay, just so it sounds like a little more normal and not just completely wonky when you're hearing someone. It comes off a lot more naturally for the person asking the question. So then I'll have a delay of like say 3 seconds, and then I'll say like, thank you so much for reaching out. A member of our team will be in touch as soon as possible. Something like that, right? And then have a great day, right? So they're going to get this, you're going to get notified, and all of this happens without you doing a thing, right? And at that point, you could be asleep, and then at least they have gotten some response. They know that it's coming, and if you get the notification, you can also respond to them within a few seconds, right? You're going to get that notification to you, and you can reach back out to them. Oh, okay, cool. And that's where you can start to give them amazing customer service. If there's one thing I will say to get out of this video today is to give them amazing customer service. And this is a great way to do that. It takes you like 3 seconds to set up, so do it. So to recap, set up your main menu and welcome message, set up an About Us section along with frequently asked questions, and think of strategies to set up a one-time notification. Give them access to your products and why they'd want to buy from you. And most importantly, set up your customer service so that they can reach back out to you and hear immediately with a response so you can give them amazing customer service. If you're looking for more tips on how to take control over your e-commerce income, then click the link in the description for a free cheat sheet. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to grow your list and build a real brand. All right, bye.